Tarot TV on the series entitled Tarot, The Origins in Kemet, Egypt. We're going to discuss the fifth card, which would be the Emperor. Of course, it's titled the fourth card, but because the zero or first card begins with the Fool, you have to count from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., so on and so forth, until you move through all of the 22 major arcana cards. And as I discussed before, the 22 major arcana cards can, in a sense, express who you are and also which Kemetic god rules your destiny and your life. So this particular series is limited time. I'm keeping it in my highlights. Eventually I'm going to take them out, so please feel free to share them. For those of you who have been watching my channel, thank you so much for your continual support. And for those of you who are newcomers, welcome. I'm going to teach you guys a lot. Stay tuned. So for today's special series every few weeks, so make sure that you watch them, show your love and support, and I'll continue to make these videos. I really enjoy making them. So let's go ahead and talk about the Emperor card. The Emperor card is known as the central father figure of the tarot deck. Here you see him holding an apple, or a golden apple, which is essentially the sun. This is because the Emperor is the Kemetic god Knum. Knum and Neith were the two eldest gods in the Egyptian Kemetic pantheon. Knum is the father of Ra. Knum means the divine potter. Because the Egyptian culture was built along the Nile River, the rich soot from floods produced the harvest, and so the Egyptians revered the Nile River as a holy river. And in the Emperor card, you can also see a small river emanating from the background of these divine mountains. These can also be perceived as pyramids. Also, why the Emperor is Knum? Knum is depicted as a ram. That's the symbol of the Emperor. So already you know that the Emperor's energy is within Knum and vice versa. Also, take a look at this Tau cross. As I mentioned before, the Ankh was the symbol of life. Knum is the divine potter. Look at him right here. It was said that Knum not only fashioned the gods, but he also fashioned humans. So he is the father of mankind. So when the Emperor shows up in your spread, he represents divine sight, strategy, organization, protection, stability, all of the attributes of masculinity and authority. Neith will be depicted later on as I continue the series. She's considered the mother goddess, not like Aset and Heteru, who I explained in the cards before him, which you can check out on my highlights. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the Hierophant card, but today we're going to just keep our focus here. So remember, when the Emperor comes up in your spread, it means connect to your father. It means connect to your legacy, your heritage, respect your authorities, respect your elders, because Knum is amongst the oldest of the Kemetic Egyptian gods. Take a look at this picture. I'm just going to let it rock for a bit. So that's my take on Knum, the father of the gods, the father of mankind. And it's important to understand the function, the symbolism. Look at Ram, Aries, the first sign. The father of modern religion, Abraham, was said to have been tested by God in the Torah. He had to sacrifice one of his sons, Isaac or Ishmael. But God actually tricked him and said, don't sacrifice your son, sacrifice the ram, because the ram is the first sign. In Hinduism, Mahakali was going to slay a demon known as Maha Ashura or Maha Asura, and so it was said that he was transformed into a ram as he pled for his life. This ram was then given to Yama, the god of death, as a vehicle. So rams represent the beginning and the end. So that's my take on the Emperor card, the Kemetic god Knum, the father of all. Peace, love, and Imhotep.